Miss Suzy had a baby, she named him Tiny Tim. She put him in the bathtub to see if he couldn't swim. But bathtubs lead to stories, and stories never end. Each rhyme begins another twist of bad. Once you start the story, you'll keep it looping there. Miss Suzy had a baby, but the baby had a song. Every verse repeats itself, a twist before too long. The rhyme begins familiar, but the ending always bends. Miss Suzy's tale keeps going, the story never ends. Loop it back, bend the track, every rhyme comes crawling back. The preacher kissed the nurse, then the nurse kissed Tiny Tim. The doctor joined the circus to see if he could spin. The circus sold the bathtub grew some wings and flew into the steamboat where Miss Suzy softly sings. Oh, the steamboat rang a bell, then the bell rang out a flame. It spelled out in the smoke sky the letters of his name. The baby read it backward, the rhyme began once more. Miss Suzy had a baby, haven't you heard this before? Every rhyme's a cycle, every cycle bends. The baby grows, the bathtub flies, the loop it never ends. Miss Suzy had a baby, but the baby had a song. Every verse repeats itself, a twist before too long. The rhyme begins familiar, but the ending always bends. Miss Suzy's tale keeps going, the story never ends. The nun became a gambler, the preacher bought some gin. The doctor lost his license, the nurse just laughed at him. Miss Suzy lit a candle, it burned into a jug. The baby blew it out again and vanished in the smoke. The smoke became a bathtub, the bathtub filled with rain. The rain became the story and the cycle starts again. From baby back to water, from bathtub back to sin. Miss Suzy had a baby, shall we loop it all again? Doctor, nurse, preacher, flame, the bathtub baby, back again. Every rhyme's a mirror cracked. Once it starts, it circles back. So if you clap the rhythm, beware the game you start. The rhyme will keep repeating, it will play with every heart. But Suzy had a baby,